All right, guys, it is Game 3 Hype. What's up? It's Gillyweed with the Heroes Hype Amateur Series, and joining me in co-casting is Messiah. Hello, Messiah.
Hey, Gillyweed, how are you doing?
Pretty good, hanging in there. Hanging in there, drinking some more Dr. Pepper so I can stay hype for this. We've got Game 3 here, and then we just found out, actually, that Lazura has beaten Wild Growth 2-0 in the semis. So the winner of this will go on to face Lazura Gaming in the finals.
Yeah, they will be facing in the finals, and if I am correct, the finals are best of three also. So with the match that's coming up next, Goon Squad had their first victory. Blaze totally dominated the next game of the series and actually surprised us with how much better they were working with their wombo combos. Now let's see who ends up taking game three, as this is the pivotal moment. Who moves on to the finals and one step closer to securing that esports fame by saying they won week number 10, correct?
Yes, number 10.
Okay. Number 10, week number 10. So we are starting with the picks and bans. And if you we can get into that as soon as you're ready.
I am ready. I've switched over now, guys. This does say Sky Temple, but we are going to be on the Black Hearts Bay, actually. And Goon Squad has the first pick, first ban, and chose to ban Uther with a ban of Rhaegar from Blaze, and already I'm ready for this game.
Both teams are taking out some of the best supports currently in the meta. So I want to see how the heals are going to come out. Are we going to see some Mouth? Are we going to see some Lily coming out? Are we going to see another Brightwing pop up in this draft? But for the first pick coming from Goon Squad, we do see Diablo getting picked up. Now, we've seen this in the last draft where there was kind of a sketchy first pick that you wouldn't really think would be a first pick and ended up winning them the game. So, Goon Squad goes with that first pick, Diablo.
Yeah, I think it kind of just goes back to sort of a comfort zone, you know? Like, we play a lot around having Rhaegar, so let's just make sure we have Rhaegar and we'll deal with whatever they throw at us. And then Goon Squad may be doing the same thing here, saying we play a lot with Diablo, we're most comfortable with following his lead, so we're just going to pick up the Lord of Terror. But Blaze capitalizing on that, picking up Jaina and Sylvanas, so two strong damage dealers in the meta right now.
Yep, Sylvanas, Jaina, two girls that just want to have some fun. And by having fun, they want to wreck their opponents, which they are both serious OP heroes currently in Heroes of the Storm. So we're going to see how Blaze works with these two and what they have up their sleeve. Now, if you're just joining us, again, it is not Sky Temple, it is Blackheart's Bay. We apologize about that not showing up on the Stormcraft. I just want to keep mentioning that so folks know why they're picking these picks and so forth.
Yeah, I really like Sylvanas on Blackheart's Bay because the map is so structure specific, because every turn in hits your structures completely, like you can't even stop it. And so being able to use Sylvanas and even Jaina to a degree as well, somebody who does a lot of siege damage, being able to use both of them in taking out structures is going to just make it so turn-ins are even more effective for your team. Now, Goon Squad has picked up Zagara and the Tyrande, so I'm kind of seeing Goon Squad saying, hey, we like that Wombo, why don't we try it?
They're rotating back the Wombos. Interesting pick from Goon Squad, picking up that Tyrande for the Lunar Flares. Now, just thinking how this might all play out, another thing we're going to see is probably Starfall again on this map for level 10, especially if they do a combo with the Maul and, say, Lightning Breath, where they're all going to be slowed in that Maul when they come out. So it's going to be awesome lightning breath damage going across the board on whoever heroes they actually get in the mall. On the side of Blaze, though, they do have the next two picks available, as they're currently right now discussing it and going over who they're going to actually pick up here. But I mean, there's a whole bunch of heroes out there that can counter those three heroes alone. And just one to top off the top of my head is they still have Val available.
Hmm. They could take even more damage. Instead, they know the support pool is going to be pretty limited, so they are going to pick up the little fairy dragon Brightwing here as their support. Brightwing will be great here because of her map presence as well. And of course, also, Bribe is a possibility for her at level 1, and there are a lot of Merc camps on this map.
This map's going to be huge. It is littered with mercenary camps. There's no question about it. In total, on the bottom lanes, you do have three mercenary camps. And up top, you have two knight camps that are both positioned on each side. Not to mention, up top, you do have the big, lovely boss, the golem. So there is a lot on this map that you can use Bribe for. And I want to see if that's something that this Brightwing actually picks up and plays with. Now, they still have one pick left with their time pool is running very short as they have only about 30 seconds left. So they need to see what they can pick up here. Do they have to worry about a tank at this moment? No, they can honestly last pick an ETC,
Hmm.
Stitches, Mirrodin, whoever they want to pick. So they don't have to worry about that. But wow, they actually go with the double support.
uh, I was not expecting that. I thought maybe they would go ahead and pick up their tank so that they had a little flexibility with their last pick in what they wanted to do,
Mhm.
depending on what Goon Squad ended up picking. But I also kind of like this in that with two supports banned, two supports on the side of Blaze, what is Goon Squad gonna do here, support wise?
Well,
Lily?
support wise, we could see a Lily. There's a possibility that they will just not go with Lily and pick up the Tassadar
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just be that shield damage like he usually is, which might help out in certain situations. But I think they really need 100% solid support at this moment. They don't need a tank, so it's looking like it's going to be a damage and another support that they might be picking up here. They have two picks left, and okay, so they do pick the Valor, which is going to be their damage source that they need.
Mm-hmm.
But what support are they going to pick?
I mean, I'm guessing it's Lily, but the problem is with the Lily pick, Blaze is going to take ETC, and then they're going to have ETC and a polymorph from Brightwing that are going to be able to easily stop that Jug of a Thousand Cups. Rut-row! They're having some troubles figuring out what to do here.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean
no.
their time pool's going down now. For anyone new who's joining, I'll say it again. This is actually Blackheart's Bay, so they're trying to figure out their best picks and everything like that. It's not actually Sky Temple. We apologize for that. Does it? Maybe nobody on the team knows how to play Lily. Maybe they're just not fans of her,
Oh, they
and
do grab her.
it's gonna have to be Lily. Yeah.
You know, Goon Squad was first pick, first ban. I'm wondering now if they're like, man, maybe we shouldn't have started this support war that that they kind of started with that Uther ban.
Yeah, Blaze definitely picked up the stronger two out of that compared to Lily. So bummer on the side of Goon Squad, but I'm hoping with all that extra damage they have that it might work out in their corner.
Yeah, for sure. Now Blaze only has to figure out which tank they want to take here, and we'll have this game 3 underway. I'm laughing at the chat about this. Awesome pick. This is definitely one of the best pick phases of all time. And there it'll be the ETC. Of course, it's going to be the ETC. Let's get this game underway, yeah? I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to see how everything's going to turn out. ETC was the last pick for Blaze, and again, you know that he has that map situational where he can go anywhere he wants if he takes stage dive. So, it all comes down to how everything's going to go. Is Lily going to save the day? Is this going to be her rise to fame as she goes from a no pick to the meta?
Ah, we'll have to see. It all comes down to uh, placement, where she's at, positioning, and whether or not they're able to secure a stop the jug of 1,000 cups. Because if they can't, that is a ton of healing. It heals everyone back
Yeah.
up to full.
Yeah, and looking at Blaze's picks, unfortunately, there's so many things that can interrupt Lily. A lot on the side of Blaze. So she needs to always stay in position where she's never really going to get caught out and punished for it. So if we see some solid Lily play, I think things will stay pretty solid for Goon Squad.
Well, I'm a little confused here because I'm pretty sure that the Diablo is supposed to be on the Lily side, and so far 'tis not. But maybe Claudius just has not picked up. I mean, I don't know. What is happening
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're just waiting for the players, I guess, to get ready and choose and everything like that. Especially from our standpoint with casting these games, the lobby system for custom games is kind of a wreck at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, there's of course the blank space
Yeah.
right in the middle as well. So there we go. I see an ETC and I feel better about everything now. I feel right in the world again.
Yep, ETC rocking out in this waiting screen as we're waiting for this game to begin. For everyone new who's stopping by, you're watching Goon Squad vs. Blaze. This is one. So far, the score is 1-1 on both sides, and this is a best of 3. So whoever wins this is going to go to the finals and face Lazura Gaming for that top-notch prize. So whoever goes here is going to be victorious, and I know both teams, they want to make it to the end. So they're going to be bringing out all the stops on Blackheart's Bay when we finally get in here and start loading up.
There we go. The countdown has begun, guys. Here we go. We're going to load into Blackheart's Bay with Azura Gaming and the Goon Squad and a Lily.
Yeah, Lily. I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for Lily. She needs to be back in the meta. She needs to be it.
In a world where Lily is your only option.
She'll be famous soon. And it's gonna start here tonight, folks. It's gonna start here on
Right.
HeroesHype.
In this moment, on this stream, lives will be changed, metas will be forever altered. Lilies
Yes.
will rise to fame.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. And plus, I put a huge bet at my local Heroes betting house of that Lily would be in the meta someday. So hopefully, if that happens, I'll make a couple grand. So
Well, it could be tonight, sir. As
That's
we have
very true.
finally loaded into this game, we've got the Goon Squad in blue with Get Up playing Diablo on a Tiger, Goat on the Tyrande, Dan playing the lovable Lily, Teebs on Vala, and Hosty playing Zagara.
And on the red team for Blaze, we have Undead Orc on that Malfurion, DXN on Sylvanas. We do have Claudius on Jaina, X-Lucid on that ETC, and down below we have D-Noob playing solo lane down here bottom.
Oh, I'm flying solo. I'm flying solo. Oh. Alright, meanwhile, we've got fights up in the top near the watchtower as teams will do. Get Up getting very low already. DXN throwing a ton of damage. Will be able to take out Diablo as that first blood. And just already we're seeing it happen.
Just excitement early game as Undead Orc ended up getting the roots down there. We did see Sylvanas doing all that damage along with Claudius on that Jaina, and there's nothing you can do about that. You know, even if yourself as Diablo, you don't have enough souls collected at the moment, you're going to take a lot of damage. Lunar Flare from Goat goes out, but it's miscalculated and does not go down in time, so there's not going to be a kill as the first phase of chests do spawn, and it's back and back as both teams are fighting over this on the top lane.
Looks like most of the coins will be secured by Blaze, but meanwhile, all of the coins on bot will go to Hosty for the Goon Squad, so mostly switching it up now. There is a team fight already happening on top, though. They are able to take out Tyrande with Lily getting very close. Diablo will go down as well, and so with that, all 5 coins now picked up from that top chest by Blaze. And so far, making it work. That force into the Lily for sure.
Yeah, so far this just has become a bloodbath for Blaze as they're securing 3 kills in a matter of a minute and a half. So, very good job from him. Get up over here, getting that undead orc in that lunar flare with the overpower. And unfortunately, we do see roots going out, so there will not be an extra follow-up. DNXN coming in to do a little bit of damage as Goat gets slowed there by that Cone of Cold.
Man, the Sylvanas, Jaina, ETC doing serious work here, and on the bottom really is the only place we're seeing Goon Squad really push ahead, as Zagara does have a really commanding presence in this lane between her minions and her creep, but everywhere else is a sadder story, and we do have level 4 talents up here for Blaze with 2 Envenoms on Jaina and Sylvanas.
Yeah, you usually see that very common on Sylvanas, not so much on Jaina, but they have a master plan and they're going to roll with it. So if it works for them, hey, can't bash it or anything like that. So we do see down bottom that Zagara was really doing some work down here. And again, you're not going to be able to win against the Zagara solo push unless you're like a Tassadar or just a strong DPS. So bottom lane's getting pushed. Top lane, Claudius definitely has the upper hand. And in the middle lane, it's just going back and forth fighting.
We do have 2 healing wards for Goon Squad. They know that they need it. They've got it. And now Undead Orc getting thrown into the stun. There, they've nailed it. They just needed to dust off a little bit. But unfortunately now a push from Lucid will help them secure a Tyrande kill. With that, Lucid on his own has enough coins for the first turn in, and he is on his way there.
Yeah, Lucid's headed on down. He's going to end up turning these in. Now, I'm not sure why he's waiting. I guess he's just trying to get some vision and see where everything's going on. But he's going to be safe, so he's going to end up turning those in. Now, very good overpower from Get Up there, as Undead Orc did not have the chance to get away because of the body blocks. But that doesn't matter at this point because chests are up again, and the next chest phase has begun.
ETC so annoying here as he runs in, and Goat's already taken a lot of damage here, as has Dan. Trying to keep everyone alive, and they will actually pick up the ETC kill, but Lily has gone down as well. Now Jaina has 2, so 2 for 1 so far in favor of the Goon Squad as they go in to try to secure some more kills. Zagara even coming up for it. They really wanted to pick up those coins, as once again that chest went to Blaze.
The chest did go to Blaze. Unfortunately, they did lose 2 members of their team in that engage. And it looked like maybe the greed was just a little bit real on that retreat. They did not have to keep going in on them, and it ended up getting them both killed. So that happened, but unfortunately the game is not over, and both teams are very, very healthy still, as this is going to keep going on.
Yeah, Zagara was able to, she had enough coins from the 2 bottom chests. She was able to secure a turn in there, so helping them just get back into this game a little bit, or at least ensure that they're on an even keel, and they definitely are as you look at the experience. Both are level 8.
Yeah, they're definitely pushing in at the moment. As you can see, we do have ETC working on the Bruiser camp as we speak. We do have the members going around here as that the finish does turn in, and both teams are just going to go to their mercs respectively.
Once again, that unstable poison talent for Sylvanas. So the Sylvanas player must really enjoy being able to take out the nearby enemies really quickly. The minions, I should say. Just keeping everything clear as much as possible.
Now we have to watch because in the middle lane there is that fort that is very, very low there, so they need to watch that as the level 10s are going to be approaching very, very shortly on this side of Goon Squad. So on the side of Blaze, they need to be careful coming up here very shortly.
Yeah, Goon Squad doing a great job considering the fact that they were down a little bit in experience at the beginning. Now they're ahead, and they're going to pick up their level 10s first. The turn in right now is going into the bank of Blackheart. Oh, but roaches from Zagara, so annoying. Stops the turn in just in time. But ETC once again is going to try to turn in. Sylvanas is going to zone for him. And they should have it this time. But up top, the push is super real for Goon Squad, as Blaze still does not have their level 10 talents. Just not got him.
And just as you say it, they end up getting that. So now they're going to be on an equal foot. Blaze did turn in that next set of catapults. So, not catapults, the
Coins?
the coins. It's my brain right now.
I know, right?
So, as we do see a lot of damages going out on their side, and no sort of engages getting set up here, as they're both just kind of playing cautiously.
Yeah, we have Stage Dive, Tranquility, Wailing Arrow, the Water Elemental, and then Emerald Wind as far as the heroic abilities for Blaze. But meanwhile, we have Ma, Rain of Vengeance, the Jug of 1,000 Cups for Lily, Starfall, and Apocalypse for the Goon Squad.
So we see Sylvanas, not Sylvanas, Jaina, getting some vision here and just seeing what's going on. Down rotation down on Blaze. They want to kind of get a little bit more of this territory, but they need to be careful as the rest of members of Goon Squad are coming down here. If you get out of place here, that's going to be rough. Lucid does get overpowered on that Lunar Flare, taking a lot of damage as that Starfall is coming down. It's not going to be enough as APOC does come out of the equation. D-Noob stunned there, and he is going to get overpowered if he does not watch. And no, he does not get overpowered, but does take enough damage to end up going down here in the favor of Goon Squad, as they are going to start pushing this bottom fort now. This is great for them, because when they do have enough coins to turn in, is going to bypass this. Claudius getting overpowered there, and it's just going to get melted. Unfortunately, not what you want to be happening right now.
Overpowered into oblivion. She went down so fast, and with that, they're definitely going to be able to pick up this fort here, and that's evening out the forts a little bit more. Goon Squad has lost 2 forts, whereas all of them were still up for Blaze, but now they've taken 1 out, and they're just going to try to continue to keep the pressure on, probably going for, yes, maybe those bottom, the bruisers. They are almost level 13. They know that they can pick up the level 13 talents, but chests have just now spawned, so they're going to have to answer to that.
Yeah, next level of changes are coming up right now. Not changes, chests. Next things of chests are coming up at the moment as we speak. Up top, we're going to see the side of Blaze up here with the chest, and it's an equal 5-on-5 for that phase.
I thought maybe you were saying changes instead of tributes, and that was just like a new, or talents, that was a new way to say it. But clearly neither of us can say what we're thinking, as the best of 3s are getting the best of us. But the next turn-in will go to Goon Squad. Both teams have their level 13 talents, though, so they're going to be even should we see another team fight. That was like the hardest sentence to say.
We do see the members of Goon Squad, all 5 of them up top. Now, they can't start the boss up top because they don't know exactly where the other members of Blaze are at this point. But they're going to start it. They're going to say, hey, let's go with it. Oh, not good for them, though. You can't get stuck in that snare and ends up getting a stun from the boss. They're still going to continue to go with this, as they are going to try and take it.
Remember, ETC has stage dive, and it is up. Once they see it, I bet we see the stage dive in immediately. But Sylvanas does not have any stage dive. She'll be stuck down there. There is the Emerald Wind pushing heroes back into the Golem. Thankfully, he wasn't about to stun. There is the ETC. They've got this boss so low, they just have to get a couple seconds where they will pick it up, but will they die for it? There's the heals from Dan. Doesn't get silenced. Actually gets completely completed there, but they're still taking a lot of damage. Sylvanas is here now, and Vala's going to go down. They're stuck in this hole now. There goes Zagara, followed by Lily. Oh no! That's the last one. Diablo will go down, and there is a team wipe for Blaze.
Wow, I was not expecting Blaze to get that team wipe on Goon Squad. It looked so promising for Goon Squad at the beginning there, but I did notice that some of the skills and some of the talents just didn't hit and didn't click like they should have. We did see a maul go off that just wasn't in spot to hit anyone. Might have turned the tide if it was 1 or 2 of the strong, Lucid, or one of the supports might have changed the fight. Little things like that can really decide who wins the team fights overall. So, good job from Blaze on securing those kills, taking all those coins, and getting the upper hand at the moment.
Ooh, Brightwing bribing the Giants just to continue turning the map a little bit more red even. And, oh no, that was the... Okay, never mind. Level 16 talents now for Blaze, thanks to that awesome fight helping them secure a big experience lead. And now they will want to be pushing for a team fight, but we're going to see Goon Squad just try to bide their time until they can pick up level 16 themselves.
Yeah, that'd be the smart plan. Play it safe. Don't go for kills. Don't try to be greedy or anything like that. And just go for it. Blaze, I mean, they have their 16s. They're about to hit 17 soon. Just play it smart. You know, get 16. Be safe with it. Come back and then try and engage. You know, you have downtime. Go for the coins. Get them up. At the moment, we see 2 on the side of Goon Squad. And on the side of Blaze, they have another 14 ready to go. So, do they let them turn in this coins? Or are they going to let them and not contest? And unfortunately, it's looking that way.
Yeah, they're going to go up top, stop this push here, get level 16. And I'm wondering now, when they were going back into the picks, what Goon Squad was thinking as they had to pick a Lily into a Sylvanas / Wailing Arrow. Probably wasn't a great conversation there.
Yeah.
All right, level
It's
16.
okay. It's late at the night. It's all right. We should get that pass card. Okay.
All right, well, thank you for that. Level 16 talents are here now for the Goon Squad, and they are going to have one of your favorite MVP, Blood for Blood, but not any more than that.
I'm happy with just seeing one Blood for Blood, the real MVP. So I'm happy to see it, and I hope that Blood for Blood brings its A game into this next fight that we're going to see here in a couple of seconds, as they definitely want to stop Goon Squad from getting these turns in. But no, they're just going to sneak by. They're going to say, hey, let's just go take the giant camp. They're not going to have enough for an actual turn-in, so we're not too concerned about it.
Yeah, they knew there weren't enough. They could always go back and turn in later. They only need 2 more, and so where they know that the turn-in's not there, they can go, especially since Goon Squad has to be able to go and deal with these Mercs pushing bottom, and now they knew they're trying to come back in. Lucid's halfway done with his turn-in. Oh, and a perfect polymorph there is going to keep them from stopping the turn-in, and there it is. Now Blaze can just back out. They know that they've got the turn-in. They have the escape 2 sprints between Jaina and Brightwing, and Dan maybe overextending here is gonna back out.
Yeah, Blaze has the upper hand with that turn-in. Now, just look down below, too, as that minion wave ends up pushing all that in. But we do see that the middle here could potentially fall from the turn-in of the coins, which is going to be rough for the side of Goon Squad.
Oh yeah, it's taking quite a lot of damage from those cannonballs. And will not quite go down, but is very low. Of course, no mule to heal back up. So they're stuck with it where it is, and very easily can be pushed in on by Blaze if they ever take a really favorable engagement.
And I saw the members of Blaze was actually up top checking in on that golem. That golem's going to be up in about 5 seconds here. So we can see a major contest going on over here. They might just kind of spook them out and hide here, try and do a gank on them. It all depends who comes to those bushes first, which is going to be terrible. We do see here Lucid going in with that stage dive. Damn, with that healing over there with the jugs, but unfortunately it was canceled out like we were talking about earlier with the picks. Get up in that rough position, taking a lot of damage. And we do see the Maw going out, and I believe the Maw actually got 2 members of the side of Blaze, as we see the APOC going off also, and just the combos are going to be too much, as members of Blaze are very, very low with no true support, no true heals still up, because D-Noob is just getting focused out the whole time. DXN on the retreat, trying to get out as fast as possible, and also Lucid is going to be able to escape. big overall victory for Goon Squad as they are going to continue pushing here. DXN, not sure what he was thinking. You have to watch out for that. Wow, that was rough.
Yeah. Could have been a mini-mac click, who knows what was happening there, but I really liked the Maw with the APOC and the Rain of Vengeance too. That helped them take out 2 members so quickly, and from there they were able to chase down 2 more with only ETC escaping. So actually the first keep going in favor of Goon Squad, who's been sort of on the back foot quite a bit in this game, especially with that little Lily. And they even had Lily's ult canceled in the middle of that.
Yeah, Lily got a little bit of it off, but then it actually was canceled at the end. Well, not at the end, but a good chunk of it was canceled out, unfortunately, for Lily. And all her might with trying to heal when she's so little. But overall, though, Goon Squad ended up taking that fight. Nice engage from them, even with all that was going on, as they do acquire this top boss that's going to start marching. But currently, the chest phase is now up, as the top still has the full 5 coins. Down bottom, ETC has those 13 coins. So next turn-in is coming up, going to be very, very shortly.
Well, in something in favor of Goon Squad here is they already have 8 coins in the bank, so they definitely have enough for a turn-in here, whereas ETC has 13 by himself and they actually still need 18. So he is trying to pick up some more. He's got 15 now, but the Golem is pushing straight through where that keep was earlier that they took down, and so it's right on core now. The rest of ETC's team had to come back to defend this. They will be able to stop it, but that created so much space for the Goon Squad to be able to pick up these bottom bruisers. They've got the level 20 talents, and they're headed in to push more lanes. Level 20 talents here for both teams. Goon Squad picked up 2 Bolt of the Storms, 2 Storm Shields, so, and then the Kung Fu Hustle, which I just love the name of, but is also really amazing talent.
Sorry, I noticed my microphone was down. It was turned off for a second. So what I was saying was they went for the bruiser camp. They ended up going for the giant camp. They were fully engaged on the bottom lane here. They are going to take the towers and the gate, which is okay because whenever they get the next turn-in, that's less ammo that's going to be used on those outer and not the most important structures. So it works in their favor. Goon Squad's going to head back here and go for their side of the Giants and Pirates, while Blaze clears up the never-ending minions that keep approaching from the side of Goon Squad.
Blaze also has their Storm talents now, picking up 2 Storm Shields of their own, as well as the Deafening Blast for the Wailing Arrow and Winter Mute. And of course the Hardened Shield, such a good talent, but I'm really excited now because Alili at level 20 gets so hard to deal with because Kung Fu Hustle, if she is being attacked at all, her abilities recharge 3 times faster. She is throwing out brew left and right, giving everybody drinks to sustain their health, and I'm ready to see if they can make this Lily happen.
Yeah, let's see if Lily turns in the MVP now. We might have an engage coming here. Lucid just kind of dives in there and tries to initiate something, but it's not going to be anything too major as both teams are trying to see where this is going. Lucid is waiting for Daeon to just unfortunately make the wrong move and make Lily pay for it. If they get Lily out of this fight, this is going to be very, very rough for Goon Squad. Yep, and that's what they're going to go. They're going to start the engage. Lucid does go behind enemy lines, knocks him back, but it's not, unfortunately, going to be in the right position. Maw goes down. Not going to be any heroes caught in that. So, an engage that could have been a little rough actually turned into just kind of something pushback. But Lucid goes back in again. A lot of damage coming out on Geta, as he's actually behind enemy lines. APOC going down with that Rain of Vengeance. Damage all going around. Damn, actually missed that, so her jugs are going out, but unfortunately it's going to stop from ETC. Damage still going out across the board as Lucid does go down with those 19 coins, and this is not what you want. You don't want to lose those coins, and you don't want to lose your heroes either, as we do see also 3 members of Blaze going down here as it's not over, as DXN is about to get caught here. Can Sylvanas get away? And it looks like she's gonna.
You know, when ETC stage dove in, Blaze dropped all of their heroics. They had none left. Oh my gosh, that owl. They're going to pick up Jaina as well. And now they're moving in to try to get the Sylvanas. They will dismount her. She's going to try to go to the Banshees, but a quick shadow charge will make sure that there is no one left to stop them, as Blackheart would say. And they're moving straight in on core here. Man, that engagement from Blaze. They had no heroics left, but chose to continue engaging in where there are still 2 up for Goon Squad, really telling the tale here. The Goon Squad will be moving on to face Lazura Gaming in the finals.
Yep, good job from Goon Squad on that last engage there. They knew they had the upper hand. Seeing that Blaze with the ETC just, use stage dive, but didn't actually get anything fully off of it. Good job to Goon Squad. They are going to move on to finals, like you said, against Lazura Gaming for that winner's first place victory. As soon as we get into the next one, Blaze did a very good job, though. It was back and forth for the most part. I think they should have just waited at the end there for that last engage. They should have waited and maybe just got more coins or played around a little bit. But when they lost those 19 coins on ETC, it wasn't looking good at all.
No. Did they even turn in there, or did they just go? Did they turn the coin?
No, they didn't turn in the coins. No, it was Lily at that point was trying to turn in her coins, but it ended up then stage dive initiated, and it was just a push back and forth. So no one actually got to turn in the coins. So if they would have played it safe, Blaze could have had another turn in for free, pretty much. They would have had it.
Did Goon Squad turn in those coins after they picked them up off of ETC, or did they just immediately start chasing and take out the heroes, and then from there go win the game?
They kept chasing, because I saw on the map there was about 3 or 4 coins just left back at the fight.
They're like, forget the coins.
That didn't even care, and which makes a smart play. Hey, 3-4 members of the opposing team's down, and you have the core wide open. Why not just finish the game?
Clearly, Lily is meant to be 60k healing, even with getting jugs of 1,000 cups canceled a couple of times. 42k out of Go on Tyrande as well. So both of those numbers higher than the Malfurion and the Brightwing.
Yep.
Making it work. Making the pick work.
Lily in the meta. I'm going to be a rich man tonight. That's all I got to say. But good play on Lily, and I hope we see her more in future games. Maybe even the next series that we're going to showcase, the finals.
We'll have to see, guys. We're going to take a quick break as we set up the finals. It'll be between Lazura Gaming and the Goon Squad, and we will be back very soon to bring you that series. See you in a bit.
See ya.